Wherever you look at Cal Poly, there are students studying. The main issue that students face as freshmen is not finding a good area to study in. This stems from the fact that there is currently no library on campus, making Cal Poly the only public university in California that does not have a library. The 4 main dorms on campus each have their own study rooms that can be very different from one another when looking at size, lighting, and other factors. This might make some more suitable for studying compared to others.
My name is Pascal. I'm a biochemistry major, and I'd say I study around like 20 hours a week. I live in supplemental, which is part of the yakʔitˈutˈu dorms.
My name is Tatum Phillips. I'm a Parks and Rec major, and the amount of time I study per week, I'd say is probably like 5 to 10 hours. I live in Yosemite Tower now.
My name is Amber Finch. I'm a nutrition major, and I would say I study probably like 3 to 4 hours a day, so whatever that would be for the week. I live in Trinity Red Bricks.
My name's Travis Bealey. I'm a computer science major, and I probably study around 25 to 30 hours a week. I live in the Whitney Hall at North Mountain.
In Red Bricks, there is like a study room and a common room. The study room isn't usually that packed during the week except on Sundays, but I'd say it's pretty easy to find an open spot. And outside, there's some nice benches too.
I'd say it's pretty easy. Most of the time, lots of study rooms in supplemental, and then my dorm was pretty quiet as well.
This room that we're in right now, the study room, is most of the time empty. However, some groups do come and study in here, and then it's pretty quiet for the most part.
Usually my room is available for studying, and when that gets busy or loud, I can just come to this common room. It's not that hard to find a place to study here.
Whether it be in their room or in a study room, first-year students at Cal Poly have a variety of places to study while they're in their dorm. Although the options for places to study outside of the dorms may be better options for some.
If I'm not studying in my dorm, I like to study in 1901, kind of near Panda, in like a quieter area, or in the Baker building.
In a study room here, or maybe I'll go to like Baker or something and just sit at one of the tables.
I usually would study either in my room or in the main tower, a couple towers over, which has its own like study area and recreation area for Yosemite.
Usually, if I'm not studying in the dorm, I'm studying at Baker Science or the UU, maybe the front porch or a friend's dorm if I want to study with someone else.
There are many great options for places to study outside of the dorms, but since there is not a library currently, student tents are located around campus. While they are an option, they're definitely not the most intriguing places to study.
I would say my dorm, because I study in my dorm. I think the study area is always quiet and it's always spacious, so you can get stuff done. And there's people there to help you if you need it as well.
I don't know about other dorms, but I do like our dorm. Supplemental has a lot of floors, so it has a lot of study rooms. There's 2 study rooms per floor, and one is bound to have an empty spot in it.
I haven't really studied in a lot of other dorms besides my own in Trinity, but I do have a few friends that live in YAC, and I would say those study spaces are really nice and quiet.
I think the yakʔitˈut̆u dorms are the best ones to study in because they have the most study rooms, the most comfy study rooms, and I'd say it's just more of a studious vibe at YAC.
The yakʔitˈut̆u dorms here on campus are the newest, so it makes sense for them to have the nicest study areas. Comparing the study rooms there to the ones at Cal Poly's oldest dorms from the 1950s, the Red Bricks, and North Mountain, you can definitely tell a huge difference in how a student's dorm experience will vary at the different dorms on campus. We also put up a Google form which got responses from mainly first years and a few second year students from all of the colleges who all have varied hours of studying per week in their dorm. The majority of the students that answered currently live in the yakʔitʔut̆u dorms, which led to a lot of the students in the survey saying that they would rate their experience studying in their dorm a 4 on a scale from 1 through 5. Out of the 23 responses, all but 2 students said that the yakʔitʔut̆u dorms were the easiest to study in. When students were asked whether the dorm they live in affects how they study, many students discuss how the yakʔitʔut̆u dorms are better for various reasons. In response to this same question, one second year even said that, when I lived in yakʔitʔut̆u last year, my friends from other dorms were always coming to my building to study because of the study spaces. One thing that makes a YAC dorm so good is because they have many windows that make the rooms lighter. As shown in the article, How Your Surroundings Affect the Way You Study by Ella Hendrix, natural light has been shown to effectively boost mood and reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. She goes on to say that students should position desks by the window and choose study rooms that benefit from the sunlight throughout the day.
It doesn't get too loud here. Most people are, when they're in their dorm, being quiet, keeping themselves and studying. But I'm not a big fan of the common rooms. I don't think they're very comfortable. I don't think my desk is kind of cramped. It's hard for me to focus, especially when like a lot of my friends are dropping in and out of my room. So if I really need to study somewhere, spread all my stuff out, get comfortable, it's not gonna happen in this dorm.
It's pretty good during like weekdays. Sometimes like on weekends and like especially weekend like nights, it gets kind of loud, but other than that, it's pretty good.
So with living in the Red Bricks, I feel like the Red Bricks, specifically the business dorms, are kind of known for being on the louder side. Well, I think that's true mainly on the weekends. It's not too disturbing to a point where like I can't study, and during the week it's typically pretty quiet, so it's not too distracting with my studying.
North Mountain is known as one of the quieter dorms, with YAC and Yosemite, and then the Red Bricks are known to be very loud at night. This can also have an effect on students studying. Having a quiet place to study in your dorm is really important for students and maintain focus. In the article, Creating Effective Study Spaces to Maximize Organization and Peace of Mind by the Northlake Behavioral Health System, they discuss that a well-designed study space can significantly enhance productivity and concentration levels. It is crucial to find a quiet and comfortable area free from distractions. This shows how critical it is to have calm and quiet study rooms and dorms. Cal Poly has a variety of different study options on campus, in and outside of the dorms. Cal Poly is making new changes to upgrade their campus. In the near future, Cal Poly plans to renovate the dorms on campus by tearing down the North Mountain dorms and rebuilding them. Also, the library will be reopening in 2025. Our hope is that, with the new buildings coming to campus, the school take these factors into consideration when making study areas, so that in the future, multiple dorms have access to study rooms that are optimal for study. This will ensure more flexibility and variety of study options for Cal Poly students.